My organization, the Federation of Enterprises in Belgium, is the umbrella business association in Belgium. Our members are branch federations, and their members, the companies, in turn are represented in our association. What we do to promote health and safety at work, or well-being in general, is there are different ways. So first of all, of course, there is the more political aspect, where we do lobby for a sound regulatory framework, where we lobby for incentives for companies to drive them to push up their OSH performance. And then next to that we also have a health and safety working group with representation from our member federations, but also with health and safety or with managers from companies. That is our soundboard, where we discuss the challenges, where we also discuss solutions, where we network and we disseminate information, and out of that we develop programs that we roll out towards our members. So we have, for instance, a social academy, which is a kind of training cycle for managers, and every year we make sure that health and safety, well-being is part of the program of social academy. We also organize seminars, information sessions, and we collaborate with the main OSH partners in Belgium on a series of events. So what I think is really key to achieve more healthy workplaces is to take the business, the organization and the people in it as the starting point. So I would never start from the health and safety point of view, I start from the business point of view. If you make pizzas, then your story should be built up around pizza. And then you integrate all the aspects that have to do with the people who work in the pizzeria, the working conditions, the work organization, etc. So for me the key question is, or the driver to achieve better and healthy workplaces is the question how to create an organization where people are able and willing to do their best work. The able, that means the employer has to provide with the right equipment, the right conditions, the right work organization, but also the willing, that is the engagement of the worker himself. And that for me is the key question. And everything else is built around that key question. And if you start from that point of view, you immediately you talk the language of the worker and you talk the language of the organization. Because nobody is against making a better organization or making a place where people are willing to do their best work. So there is no negative point of view. If you start from I want to avoid accidents or I want to avoid burnout, that's the negative approach. And I believe, I'm convinced that the more positive approach achieves better workplaces by looking at the organization as a whole is key. What I think is really important with this kind of events, and what I take home is we still need eye-openers. I heard from the questions and some of the interventions that a lot of people still have this very static view on the world of work. But the world of work is dynamic, it's like a living organism. Humans are organisms, but also a company is an organism, it's alive. And so there is no going from A to B, there is no miracle solution or no one measure that can solve the problem. For example, the question, jobs will disappear and we need to prepare for new jobs, as if it's a journey from A to B, as if the future of work is something completely different than the past of work. And some of the speakers pointed out that you should not think like that. It's not a revolution, it's an evolution. And you have to look at your workplace and your people every day. As I said in the previous answer, how to create an organization where people are able and willing to do their best work. If you ask yourself that question every day, you will cope with all the changes. You will be ready for new technology. You will be ready for the future of work if there is a future. So those eye-openers are, I think, very important. And also the fact that it is clear that you need an integrated approach, not one measure to achieve this. That I think is key. And the fact that we have speakers here that point that out, or other speakers with good practices, even award winners that demonstrate how to put that to practice, that I think is what I really value in this kind of events.